Hey everyone, Tanika Christopher here, Associate Broker with Signature Choice Realty in Valdosta, and we're often asked, what are the best restaurants in Valdosta? Well, with you in mind, we've created a series highlighting local culinary experts. Welcome to What's Cookin' Valdosta. Hey guys, Tanika Christopher here with Signature Choice Realty in Valdosta, Georgia, and we are here in the kitchen with Austin Crockett from Just Love Coffee Cafe right here in Valdosta, Georgia, and he is going to show us how to prepare a super easy breakfast, super fun, and no time flat. So Austin, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
We're glad to have you, and if you would just share with us what you're going to prepare today.
Yeah, so today when coming in, we thought we wanted to do something that we felt like families would really enjoy making at home, or maybe just if it's just you and you want a good breakfast. So we're going to make an omelet,
Nice.
but with a little spin on it. At Just Love, we do all of our cooking on waffle irons. So that's kind of unique. We cook everything, breakfast, we have all day breakfast, and we do breakfast and lunch. Everything we cook on the waffle irons, and we found them to be surprisingly versatile in all the things that we're making. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make an omelet on the waffle iron. We're using a home iron, so this is something that you could, whatever kind of waffle iron you have at your house, for the most part, you should be able to make it work, and it'll be a fun way maybe for you and your family to have breakfast. But we find that maybe the first thing you have to do when you wake up and get ready to cook with your family, you probably, especially if you have kids, want to make a cup of coffee. So we started right there with, we just brewed some fresh coffee. This is our Colombian blend right here that we have roasted up, and I thought I might pour us a cup and we could get started here.
Wonderful. It smells so good in here already, and we haven't even started cooking yet. So
this is a nice medium roast here, and when it comes to light, dark, and medium roast, something that not everybody realizes that when you're ordering coffee out, that a dark roast, a lot of times people think is the stronger version, but it's actually a little less caffeine.
Oh,
so if you're looking for deciding on your caffeine styles and how much you want, a medium roast will be somewhere in between. Your light roast is going to have the most, and your dark roast is actually going to be probably what more people are used to. So we got a medium roast. We thought we'd go right in between today, but this is our Colombian blend.
Nice.
All right, so to start with making our omelet, we're gonna have a few ingredients. One, we're gonna have 3 eggs.
Okay.
We're gonna whisk those up. We're gonna have, and this is dependent obviously on what you like in your omelet. There is no perfect way. You may like some of these items. You may wanna add something, but today we're gonna do some green bell pepper. We're gonna do some tomato and some sweet onion. We'll dice those up and make a little veggie mix. And then once we have our veggie mix, we're also gonna brown some breakfast sausage. Okay. And we'll get that all mixed up, and we're gonna add really just whatever the ingredients you are. We have some cheddar cheese here we're gonna grate and use in there. And we really will just make that on there. We add it all together. So our ingredients list as follows. We do have, I like to add like some potato. You can use hash browns, tater tots, anything. You can kind of crumble that up in there, and it's really kind of to each their own when it comes to an omelet. This is just the way we'll do it usually when we make it at Just Love. Okay. So we'll start by dicing up an onion. Everybody has different levels of knife skills. I'd say I'm somewhere intermediate. But
And I'm sure you're better than me, so.
I don't know about all that. We'll see. You can cut the other half up if you want to. We'll go ahead, and we want to get a little finer dice on this. Okay. Throw this away here. So I usually, being careful not to cut yourself, like to put a little bit of a slice here in the onion. Dice here. And then come across and you get a nice diced onion. And that should be enough for now. Okay. We'll save this half if we need it. We can use it. So.
And they're all pretty evenly diced so that it all cooks.
Yeah, and then again, like, this is your recipe when you're making it. So some people like a lot finer dice. Some people don't care. They like it bigger and bigger chunks. It's up to you. You do things how you want to. Then we'll go and dice our pepper up. cut out the inside of that pepper. And then I kind of do it the same way. I like to just make little slices here. And then come across here and get my dice. Being very careful not to cut yourself.
Yes, please be careful.
Yeah. And if you're at home and you think there's a better way, I trust you. Do your thing. Everybody has their own way of doing things, and some people are really great chefs out there and are probably watching saying, hey, there's a better way to do that. And feel free to come and show me how to do it. So here's some bell pepper.
Okay. I love bell pepper, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I think when I was younger, I was kind of weird about my food and I wouldn't try things. And then all of a sudden I got a little more adventurous as I got older and realized that all your flavors come from the peppers and the onions and tomato and stuff. I was real picky when I was young, and now I wish that I feel like I'd missed out when I was younger on some good food. And this is a beautiful red tomato.
I was just getting ready to say the same thing. That is probably one of the
it's
reddest
beautiful, right?
tomatoes I've seen.
Yeah, so we'll use this. It'll
Looks really good.
It's going to be tasty. A lot of flavor in there.
And me, I would even add some spinach to this.
So that's perfect. In fact, at Just Love, we have a spinach feta omelet, which for a lot of people who don't want meat in their food. So instead of the sausage, we do spinach, feta, a little fresh basil, and then we still do our green pepper and onion and everything in there. So that's really nice, and it's a good option. But with this, if you liked it, you could just add in the spinach, and that would be a really nice, flavorful, enjoyable thing. We use feta cheese as well, and it's good in there. So here's our base level veggie mix. We've just got some green peppers, some onion. I went a little heavier on the onion. That's my favorite part. We can mix that up in here. And that way, you could do that ahead of time. So depending on how many people you're cooking for, you really want to do all your prep up front with this kind of thing. You don't want to be starting your omelet, putting something down, and then being like, oh, I need to dice another onion, or man, I need some tomato. So you go ahead and pre-prep everything. Get it done. You've got this veggie mix. Will go in there nicely. You've got your tomatoes. We got some extra over here in case we wanted to make some more. So next we'll do our sausage.
Okay.
And so we're just going to take this. We've already got a pan heating up, medium, high heat, depending on how your stove cooks. We just want to get a nice brown on it when we start doing our breakfast sausage. Right. So we'll just stop this in here. Make sure that you don't leave any paper or anything on that. And we'll let that brown a little bit, and I'll flip it, and then I'll start breaking it up.
Okay.
While we're letting the sausage cook, we'll go ahead and get our other prep items ready. So I've got some cheese I'm gonna grate. I'll just grate that into this bowl here.
Okay.
So I've picked a mild cheddar. And again, I can't reiterate enough how important it is to do what you like. Maybe you like cheddar cheese. I think that goes great in an omelet. Maybe you like, provolone, mozzarella, whatever. It's all gonna work. There's really no right way except for do what you enjoy. I think a cheddar is a really nice flavor for it. So we don't need a ton for it. We'll just grate just a little bit into this bowl here. And also being careful not to catch your hand and cut it anytime you're doing some grating. So that should be enough for this one omelet, and we'll get some more if we need it. Next, we'll whisk up our eggs. So like I said, we can do 3 eggs, just enough, whatever it's gonna take to end up filling up your waffle iron once it's ready to roll. So there's 1, 2, make sure you don't get any shells in there. You people at home are like, obviously, right? Yeah. All right. 3 eggs. We'll go ahead and whisk that up. Okay. And then, the more you whisk it, the fluffier your omelet will be, just so you know. Yes,
I love a fluffy omelet, and even scrambled eggs too.
Right, yeah. You whisk them things. You can't do it too much. If you like a fluffy egg, you just go ahead and whisk them on up. All right. Okay. And then we're going to go check on our sausage, see how it's browning. I'll give that thing a flip. So, browning up nicely here. We'll just go ahead and flip it over. Okay. Let that keep cooking, because we'll be breaking it up here soon. All right.
Smells good.
Yeah, it's starting to come along. So now we've got our eggs whisked, we've got our veggie mix, we've got our cheddar cheese. We also have our tots here, so we're gonna add a few of those into our omelet, however many you want. And then we're still browning our sausage. So we're really coming along and getting our stuff right. And make sure you go ahead and preheat your iron. You know, you don't want to have everything ready and then wait another 20 minutes for your stuff to heat up. And I'm gonna keep browning this sausage here.
Okay, and so far this is like super easy where, you know, you have a teenage kid, maybe they can get up and cook breakfast for you.
Yeah.
On the weekend, that would be nice. It's super easy.
Yeah, teach them.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a little bit about the Just Love story, because we were talking about it earlier today, and I absolutely love how Just Love came about.
Sure. So Just Love was actually founded in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Our founder of Just Love is Rob Webb. And really, it did not start with a whole bunch of breakfast food. It started with coffee. The coffee that we're drinking now. We have a bunch of different roasts, and Rob really wanted to. He had a passion for roasting coffee, and he wanted to find a way to pair a passion like that with something that he thought would make a difference. He has 2 adopted children.
Okay.
And he has a passion as well for adoption himself. So he tried to find a way to pair those 2 things that he loved. And so started roasting coffee, and in roasting coffee, selling that to raise money for adoption in the local area. And in that first year, when they started Just Love Coffee Roasting, raised right at $100,000 for adopted families.
Wow.
And something that I'm very proud of, when we decided we wanted to do something in Valdosta, that was something that really stood out to me. We said we wanted to do, me and my partners, Emily and CJ Hart, I've been here my whole life. They've been here for many, many years now. We love Valdosta and the community here. We said if we're going to do something here, we want it to be something that, 1, we thought would succeed, 2, we thought we'd be proud of, and 3, we thought would be good for the community. And when we found Just Love, we thought this is a brand that we're proud of. We know in a world where there's so many different things that people care about, we know that everybody is for adoption. We believe that people are for adoption, and we thought that was something we wanted to get behind. And so as we sell coffee, we know that a part of that, those proceeds can go towards adoption. We can set up a fund for someone, maybe you're a local family and you're trying to adopt, you could come to us and we'll set up a fund so that we could sell coffee on your behalf, and it will start helping raise money, because there's such an exorbitant cost when it comes to adoption, you know? Yeah. So it was something we thought we would be proud of, and we are. We've really enjoyed the journey we've been on here, and in these times it's just been good to, while 1, we support adoption, 2, we support community and seeing people gather, and so having a place where people get to just come and sit, enjoy a latte, but more than the coffee and the food is just a vehicle for community. We want to see people gathering together again, you know, and enjoying each other's company.
Because we've all been through a lot these past couple, almost 3 years now. So it's really important that, you know, we get back to being able to come together and just have a conversation and just sit around and have some great coffee and food.
Absolutely.
So I love the fellowship part of it, but even more so the Just Love story and just how it all started and with adoption and just, you know, helping families adopt.
Yeah, it's
that is wonderful.
That we're proud of, and again, we love the community here, and so it's been really, really wonderful to see people back out together again and enjoying each other's company. So I know it's been good for my soul, and to see that happening, and I know for many others. So yeah, we're moving forward. Now this sausage is about ready, so I can pretty much take this off the stove.
Looking good.
And I'll probably just keep it here in the pan.
Okay.
And I'll just go ahead and turn the stove off here, and we'll let that just kind of start to cool down as it continues to brown a little bit, but that's about right.
Okay.
All right. So now we're just about ready. We've got a waffle maker here that's square shaped. You may have a circular one, whatever shape. It doesn't matter, it all cooks the same. So what we prepare to do now is you're gonna add whatever your ingredients are. You're gonna add those ingredients first, egg last. So that's important.
Okay.
You don't want to be putting your egg in and then trying to put stuff on top of it. It'll just make a mess, splash. So whatever it is you want to put on there, you want to go ahead and start spreading it out all over the iron and then adding in the egg on top of it, and that'll make your omelet. Nice. So here we go. We got this sausage here. We're going to go ahead and start by adding some of the sausage. However much you want, just kind of spread it out over the iron. You'll hear it continue to sizzle. You can spread it out. You just know that you want, in any good meal, I like to get a little bit of everything in each bite. So I try to spread things out over the whole area. So that's good. That's plenty of sausage there. Okay. This is going to make the size of this iron, it's going to make a nice big omelet. So next, you've got your veggie mix. You can spread that out over and get that all spread so that there's a little bit of everything in each bite. Get your nice red tomatoes, the green peppers, and everything in there. And then we're going to add a little bit, and this is whatever you want. Like I said, it can be hash browns, it can be tots, it can be whatever. I like to kind of break them up and put them on the iron. Okay. Make sure you've washed your hands, clean hands. We did that at the beginning. You know, so we'll put that all in there, and you start to really get the smell of the onions and peppers starting to cook. One more tot, as it should be done. That's right. So now all that's on there. Okay. All right, so we've got a little bit of everything. We're going to add our egg, let that kind of fill throughout. Okay. And we'll close it down and let it cook. I need a little more egg. One more egg. With a big iron, we'll add one more egg really quick. Won't take but a second.
And again, another thing that I love about this is that it's easy and it's quick.
That's right. You let this kind of sit down, and what you'll see is the egg will expand once it closes down onto there. And with our irons at the store, we have a 2-minute timer. Here, you really want to give it at least a minute, and then you can start to check on it. Okay. Everybody's iron might cook differently and heat, so you'll start to be able to kind of pick it up, take a look at it, and see, okay, we need, you know, a little bit more time. You'll see it start to get like a light crisp to it, but you don't want it to brown and burn. Okay. So we're cooking here now.
Hey folks, I'm Janice MacMillan, broker for Signature Choice Realty here in Valdosta. We have a passion for helping others. It's what we do best. When it comes to buying and selling homes, we have simplified the process, making it a hassle-free experience for our clients. So if you're thinking about selling or buying a home in the near future, we'd love the opportunity to connect and show you firsthand how we serve our clients with excellence each and every day.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yeah, and then if you have one that'll flip, it'd be a little easier maybe to remove, but you just kind of, hopefully you can just fold it over. Yeah, you want to grab me one more?
Yeah, there you go. And I'll get the plate ready for you.
There you go. So then, and you keep it folded in half, so you get this big, thick omelet. Go ahead and slide the veggie.
Perfect.
Well, it fell apart on me a little bit.
Oh,
there.
that's okay.
There we go.
Oh, lovely. Okay. Where does that cheese come in?
All right.
That's
so
what I'm waiting on.
Then take your spatula, and then underneath, we'll add just a little bit of cheese inside of it. All in here. Let that sit underneath it. Sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top. And now you have a huge omelet that you can serve out. And then, like I said, depending on your waffle iron, one will be a circle, one will be a big square, and that's very filling. Like you'll be very full after having something like that. So.
Okay guys, we want to thank Austin Crockett from Just Love Cafe here in Valdosta, Georgia for creating this delicious omelet. It is on the menu at the cafe, so go in, pay him a visit, and hope you enjoy.